Hey guys, I'm Kamisha, and today I'm going to be reviewing Shingeki no Kyojin, also known as Attack on Titan for some of you. And let's go ahead and talk about the art. The art for this is still amazing. The only problem I had with the art was at one point during the scenes in the refugee camp, the characters in the foreground were extra shaded, like bolded out compared to the people in the background, and just looked weird compared to all the other scenes that these characters were in. It just seemed like they did not quite fit there, and they just kind of stuck them there. That's the only complaint for the art. Now onward to the sound. Opening is amazing. The ending was really good. The opening still the amazing song that they had. I can go into detail on it. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the last review. The ending this time, which they actually had an ending this time, was a slow, melodic song that fit perfectly with the series. You'd expect something depressing like that, so it provided exactly what I expected. Also, it had a pretty good use of background music in this episode. Yeah, the sound department blew the doors off. Where it's amazing. Plot. Basically, this continues from the last episode where Titan was breaking through. Well, continuing from that. More pain and suffering for pretty much everyone, because everyone's just going through all sorts of shit. I did like the way they portrayed, just how, bad their predicament was, and pretty much, just the way they just showcased how, in deep shit they were. I don't know, I can't really put it into words really, but just like the despair that they was all going through, they conveyed it pretty well. I gotta say that. But basically half the episode was them evacuating to another gate, and pretty much all the soldiers just failing to stop one of the Titans. Not gonna go into detail on that Titan though. And second half was pretty much the main characters at the refugee camp dealing with the aftermath of what happened, and going through the self-pity, I am completely useless stage that most heroes go through, because he was too weak to save his mom, he couldn't even leave the city by himself pretty much, and is going through a bunch of self-pity. And one thing that woke him up from being a self-pitying loser was Mikasa, who gave him a good punch to the face and made him, he was lying there for a good couple seconds. So yeah, she woke his ass up and told him where he was and the whole thing. And this is where they decided that he was going to join the military, which sets up for the next episode perfectly, because next episode, well, at the very end of this episode and the next episode, the military training begins pretty much. There was a time skip at the end, and one thing that I don't understand, how someone could grow up so fast in 1 year. It's like they, instead of skipped 1 year, it's like 5, because these people, oh my goodness, they don't look anything like a 1 year time skip would usually look. I'm just saying, it's like, oh, there's like normal height, oh, 1 year later, that's the only thing I just was left wondering about. I'm not going to go into any detail about the crazy stuff that happens in this one. you need to just watch the episode. The thing is, this one was not quite as amazing as the last episode for me. So I'm going to go to 4 out of 5 instead of like amazing score. 4 out of 5 is still a really good score. It's just not. It didn't hit me as much as the last episode did. And yeah, this episode was depressing though. I gotta say that though. I'm just telling you. But yeah, watch this episode. And if you somehow are watching this without watching the first one, watch the first one. Don't watch this if you don't, if you're squeamish, I guess. It don't really show much, but still the fact that, these titans are eating people. But yeah, don't watch this if you if you don't want to be depressed, don't watch it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and later.